Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Well, I am continuing on my photo book series. This is my 8x8 album that I've been working on, and we've got 2 pages to go. Yay! Alright, so on this page, I was just racking my brain. What can I do that's different, totally different? And I decided I think I'm going to make a pocket going that way. I got glue all over me. And a pocket going this way. But on this side, I have this little dip here, and I don't want to cover that up. That's the place where there'll be a photo mat in there. So this side, I'm going to have to push to the right just a little. All right, so this is 8x8, so I cut these at 5x5 square, and then I cut it in half on the diagonal. So that was a 5x5 square. I cut it in half. Now for the photo mats, I'm going to cut it 4 3/4 square, and I'm going to cut it in half on the diagonal to mat these 2 pages. Okay, so this is my photo mat. The matting for this page. They can be photo mats if you want to cut, if you have a picture and you want to do something really creative and cut your picture in a large triangle like this. Cut it in a square first and then cut it on the diagonal if you want to do that. Probably I'm just going to use the pockets for pictures, and these are large pockets, so it will hold be able to hold a large photo mounted on a photo mat. All right, good deal. Now, let's see, I still need that glue out, don't I? I do. Okay, let's move this back. All right. So this one, glue and glue. So remember, I'm gluing 2 sides of the 3, so I'm going to hold it on the side that I'm not gluing. That way I always know I've gotten the right place, get the glue in the right place. All right, and I want this down toward the bottom, but remember I'm watching out for that little thumb tab pull there for the photo mats that's going to be on the inside. All right, so I'm going to put this down here, glue the 2 sides I'm not holding, and I'm going to glue it up here. All right, good. Now, I'm going to decorate this. Make sure I don't have any glue oozing out. There we go. All right, now we'll be able to get some pretty large photos in here. Let's see, it can be, that's probably not a bad size right there. Let's see what size this is. This is 3 3/4. So 3 3/4. So I'm going to make 2 of the dark brown photo mats, and we're going to cover them with some pretty paper. Okay, so I ended up cutting the brown at 4.5 by 3 3/4. Is that right? 4.5? Yeah. Okay. And so then I just cut this 1/4 inch smaller. The little mat to go on there, I cut it at 1/4 inch smaller. So we're just going to glue that down on here. Move. All right. Get that straight. Okay. Now, and then I'm going to glue this one down. And the good part about this is these pictures can go landscape or portrait. You've got room when you cut them this size to turn your picture. So, we always are looking for a place to put a picture that's not oriented the direction that we needed it to or whatever. So, okay, so let's look at that. All right, so you've got a picture that can go up under there, and you've got a picture that can go, move out of the way, that can go there. All right, or like I said, you can turn them both this way if you want to. You can turn one up, one down. All right, and then on the back you can put more photos. So I think I'll go ahead and cover the backs too for photos. Okay, so those are now covered on both sides. So we'll place that up under there. And notice I didn't round the corners this time. I always round my corners, but I don't know. I just decided I kind of like the square look to this. I've got just a little bit of glue right there. Take my little glue eraser and it takes it right off. Good deal. All right, put that right there. Okay, now all we really have to do here is decorate. And like I said, you could put a photo here. If you had a small photo, you know, this size or so, you could put a photo there. You could cut a triangular shaped photo if you wanted to. But I've got 4 photo mats here, so I think what I'm going to do is just decorate the rest of this page. Okay, so I have these Tim Holtz Found Relatives strips. You know, these, I know y'all have seen these people. They're fun to use. So I think I'm going to decorate both of these kind of vintage looking and put them here and here. All right, so I went ahead and put my people on some brown cardstock, the same cardstock, and then I'm going to take a little bit of the eyelash fibers and I'm just creating a little thing to go in the back. Let's get it to stay there for a minute. Okay, now, all right, so I'm going to glue this down, but it's got to go through the fibers too. So I'm going to put on a little extra glue, a little heavier than I might normally. And we're going to glue that down like so. And we will come back and make sure in just a minute that it gets pressed down real good. And then this one goes here. If any of the yarn, the eyelash sticks out a little bit, it's not the end of the world. I mean, sometimes I do it purposely and let it kind of stick out a little bit. All right, I'm going to move. I'm trying to move these in the same, roughly in the same spot, okay? And if you want to, you can clamp that if you've got some kind of a thing. You know, like a large paper clip or something that could go all the way over there. But since I'm going to be right here working on it, I'm just going to keep pressing on it every now and then. Okay, and then around these pictures, I want to do some flowers, and I don't think I have any small silk flowers, so I'm going to have to make some. Okay, so I'm working on a little foamy. You can get these at the dollar store or wherever. I'm working on that for my flowers, and these are just some die cuts that I had punched out a while back and didn't know where I was going to use them, but I think I'm going to use them here. All right, so I may start with this guy. All right, so I'm going to turn that over, and I'm just kind of rolling. I've got a whole tutorial on making paper flowers. If you have not seen it and you don't know how to do this, and you can see this paper's been cut in quite a few places. It's got some double cuts in there, but I think it'll just add to the realism of the flower. I'm thinking anyway. If I don't like it, I'll pull it out. All right, so I'm taking the back side and I'm rolling the center, which cups it up. And then if you want the petals to cup up, you kind of go down them carefully because they're pretty thin. They're pretty tiny. Move, move. All right, like that. You turn it over, and then I'm going to work it out so I can poke it in the center. There we go. Now, I was thinking either that behind that or vice versa. Okay, so now I'm not liking you anymore. So I'll pull that one back out. All right, and I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to just go up those little petals a little bit, and we're going to poke it in the middle, and I think that would stack nicely right there. And then this one's even tinier, so this can be the inside. Now, I do have this, which is a very itty-bitty one, the little stylus tool, and I could go down each one of those. Yeah, that's going to be too much sugar for a dime. So no, we won't do it that way. We'll do it this way. Because those are so tiny. All right. So I tell you what, let's glue these three together and see what we think about it. See how we like them. All right. Now, you always want to offset your petals a little if you can. Don't put your petals directly on top of each other. You know, just offset them a little. Put your glue down there and then turn it. You know, put your flower in and then just turn it a little till you get it to where you want it. All right. So that's kind of cute the way it is right there. That's not bad. Let's see if that's going to focus. Come on, you. Focus, 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 focus. Okay, not. All right, there you go. So that would be pretty. That'd be one flower that we could use. That would be very pretty. I also have this, which I think is just darling. I really need a little bit smaller embossing tool for this. Would work better, but I'm going to make this work. I don't know where the smaller one is right now. It's probably packed up in my retreat bag because I do love to go on retreats, and I've been on a lot lately, so I'm kind of trying to keep my bags halfway packed. And this guy is really the center. I don't know if I'm gonna, you know, this one's all kind of wonky. It's cut to be like the center, the stamens. That's what I'm trying to say. Kind of to be the stamens of a flower, but I wondered if I could use it back behind that one. Maybe, baby. And then I've got this one that didn't punch out all the way, but I think I can fix it and help it to be punched out, except for that middle part right there. Let me work on that. Okay, that didn't take long. All right, now I'm going to use this. I think I'm going to make this the bottom of the flower. Okay, turn it that way, punch it in the middle, and then I'm not sure if I'm going to need that one or not. All right, so I would put this here and I would put that there. Likey. All right, so put a little glue in the center here. We're going to add this petal. Again, it is offset. Don't line them up, and then she messes it up, so put it back. Go back where you belong. All right, now push that down in the center. Okay, that ended up making a really pretty flower. Really nice, okay? So we've got these two so far to decorate this page. So that's two large ones, so I'm thinking probably some small ones to go with it. I've got two more of these. I could use that for one. So let's set these aside. And I can stack these two up together and make a little flower out of them. Okay. And since we arrange flowers in odd numbers, we want 3 or 5. Now see, that was lined up exactly with each other, and I just took the top one and slid it until it kind of, you know, got unaligned. All right, I'm going to put these aside. Okay, now that's all of those that I have punched out. So I'm going to punch out some different ones because this was a borrowed punch. So I'm going to punch out some other ones. Okay, so I've got this punch. I'm going to use this one and make a few more. So I get that and that. Okay. All right, so we'll take these and do the same thing. We're going to roll them around. I'm going to go down the petals a little just to cup up those petals. It kind of gives them a little cute little shape to them because you don't want them just flat. And these photo books have such so much room in between the pages purposely for building embellishments that are three-dimensional. So that works really good. All right, now. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's glue these together. put a little glue. Slinging glue. And I'm going to put that, and I'm going to offset them just a hair. Now, while you're gluing them together, if they happen to go flat again on you, it's not a big deal. Even after they're glued to the page, we can still fluff them up a little. Let's rotate that a little. Okay. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. There's an uneven number. So let's start with that. So let's move this and move this. Bring our photo book back. All right, somebody move out of the way. All right, we'll make sure these are still right in their right place and they're down pretty good. All right, let me see that. And I'm thinking, see, what I'm thinking is let those petals overlap the edge just a little. I think that would just add a little something, something so cute. So cute. All right, how many can she get on there? That is a good question. All right, that one could actually, it could go right there, but I'm going to trade places. I'm going to put this one here and put this one down here. All right, move y'all. All right, let's see what we think about that. So that's pretty. And then I'll put pearls in the center. Oh, that'll be fun. Okay, where did my glue get off to? Here it is. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this here and this one here. Trying to be mindful of this book needing to close there, you know. I don't want to put it where it's going to tear the flower up every time you close the book. Put that there and put this one here. Okay, now I'm going to put a little dot of glue in the center, and I'm going to put a pearl. Well, come on. Don't be so sticky. Sticky, sticky. All right, now, so I'm going to put a pearl in the center of all of those, and this page will almost be finished. Didn't take long, did it? This one went pretty quick. That's that sticky stuff on the back, which sometimes it just comes off when I peel them off, but that time it stayed, so I'll use that to my advantage as a little extra stick for that one. Oh, come here. And since this glue doesn't dry lickety-split, I've got time to do these. Okay, I'm going to call this page finished. I put a little bit of lace here and another little lacy embellishment there in the corner. So yeah, I think this page is finished. You've got 4 nice size photo mats. I might even turn that around to that side. That's so pretty. Okay, that page is finished. Okay guys, thanks again for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.